You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. So did you find somebody who needs you, who's looking for you? We talked about that yesterday. It's such a neat mind shift. Just get out. Somebody's looking for you, okay? Now today, I want to dig into your ideology, if I may. We're not getting political. Don't worry about it, okay? But you got one, or at least you should.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
How are you? It's me, Scott Smith. Good to have you. Thanks for stopping by today. Thanks for coming by the show. I appreciate you being here. Hey, good news. I have been rehearsing for my YouTube channel appearance that I'll be doing. All the videos there are old, the Daily Boost podcast on YouTube. I've been recording for about a week now. It's kind of fun now. Got the button going there, got the cameras, got the thing happen. It's pretty cool. No, you're never going to see those because most of them are not good, but I did decide to wait until right after the holidays and come up after Thanksgiving and start doing that every single day on YouTube. I'll let you know the minute we go live, okay? You'll hear from me, I promise. So let's talk about your personal ideology. Again, we're not going to get political, but we could if we wanted to. Oh, I got political on a coaching call the other day, and I didn't start it. I had a client start it. She did, and it was in like the first 30 seconds of the call. It was a group call. There were other people on the call, and she went political right away. What's a guy to do when they go political? I let her go for about 30 seconds. It's okay. Love to hear from you, but that's not what this is about. Just kind of close it off right there. But it happens, doesn't it? There is a lot of talk about ideology. And these days, the way things have been for just a while, people just get mad at each other. So I want to put that on the shelf over there and say, it's not good. I don't like that. But you got an ideology anyway, don't you? So what's yours? What's yours about you? Now, this is a slippery slope sometimes. Because we're going to talk about, do you know who you really are? Ideology. Do you know who you really are? Because the person I told you I ran into the other day, at the end of the call, we kind of brought it back, and she is so stuck in who she is, she won't listen to anybody else. And to me, I don't even know how I like her a lot. I don't even understand that concept because I'm willing to listen to anybody about anything. I know who I am, and I have my own things. I'll talk about some of that today. But I'm also really open to just about anything. You come to me and you have a way to lose weight that's better than mine. I'm not going to say, well, my way works better. I'm going to listen to you and figure it out and take yours if it works better, right? So I want to put that out front there because these are hard to change sometimes, but we at least have to understand who we are, because until you understand who you are, kind of a set of boundaries, a set of rules. It's like you're bowling at the bowling alley. A friend of mine told me this the other day. I like the story. Thanks, Billy. And you put the bumpers in so you'd never get a gutter ball. That's kind of, right? It's kind of what we're doing here, right? So do you know who you are? So before I go on, ideology is simply a creed. It's a culture, a dogma, an outlook, a philosophy, a philosophical theory, maybe, a view. And let's not forget ideas and principles and tenets. It's all that stuff. But today I'm particularly talking about you and how you run your life. At the end of the day, an ideology is what you stand for in this world. You ever watch those Western movies? You always see it. They're in the saloon. There's them fighting words, step outside, buddy. That's what that is. It's your worldview. It's what you stand for. But I take it a step further. Instead of just what you stand for, it's just, do you really know who you are? Do you know your rule book of you? If you do, you're going to do really, really well, because if you know who you are in the world and how you represent, other people know who you are. If you can decide that for yourself, wow, life changes. If you don't know who you are and you tell the world who you are, the world does what? The world will have to decide who you are, and they'll tell you who you're going to be. If you didn't hear that clearly, let me say it again. If you haven't decided, taken a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, a few months to decide what you're all about, then everybody else is just going to decide what you're all about, and that's how you're going to get treated. So a lot of years ago, I created something that it's called a Who I Am document. Interesting, when I first started it, it was Who Am I? It was my Who Am I document. That was kind of weird, right? But I did that for a couple of years, and eventually I said, no, it's Who I Am. It is a document. It's a living document. It establishes who I am, what I believe, and serves as a foundation for growth and change and how I live my life and how I evolve in my life. It's those boundaries. It's all mine, and I share my actions in that by writing it down. Now, in my Face Your Passion course, one of the things that we do as we build a roadmap to me is we have a Who I Am document. And I can tell you that when I talk to people about that and say, well, let's write down who you are and get some basic rules, they really stumble. They don't know how to do it. They can tell you surface level who they are, but they don't really get down into the nitty gritty. So we're going to do that a little bit today. So the first thing is I want you to be thinking about this. Some people might, by the way, call this a personal constitution, if you will, but a Who I Am document is just that. It's how you represent to the world. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, how do you see yourself? Do you write a paragraph? How I see myself existing in the world. What kind of person am I? Can you write a paragraph explaining who you are? How do you see yourself? By the way, if you don't like it, that's fine. It happens. Sometimes you won't like it, and then you just change it.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
How do others see you? Have you taken the time to do that? How about this? How would you like others to see you? See, we can go a lot of different directions with this, but when we know who we are, how you see yourself, and how you would like others to see you, you think that's going to change how you act throughout the day. Yeah, it will. How do you respond in certain situations? There's a lot of situations we get into. What happens if you're at the grocery store and somebody cuts you off in line or does something rude to you? What happens if you're driving your car and you get a little, road rage going on out there? Or maybe you don't have road rage in your life. How do you respond to things? Are you kind? Are you gentle? Or do you turn into the fight? It's who you are. Why not write it down? So you know. What do you believe overall? Do you have a philosophy about the world? What kind of people do you like to hang out with? You have a philosophy about the kind of people you want to hang out with. My philosophy is I hang out with people that have my values. Why would I hang out with people that don't have my values? It doesn't mean I'm going to not hang out. If you don't have my values and we're at a Christmas party, we're going to talk. No doubt about that. You think I'm going to hang out with you if you do exactly the things I don't like to do? No, there's no way. I will end the relationship. But you can't do that. He's okay except for that. No, sorry. You hang out with somebody that doesn't share your values, you're compromising. You're now becoming them. Are you okay with that? If you're married and your spouse cheats on you and you say, you know what? I'm going to get them back and I'm going to cheat too. You just compromised your values. The very thing that got you upset, you compromised. But if you write it down, you know what you will and want to do. So when I talk about people that I hang out with, you're going to be positive, you're going to be upbeat, and you're going to have good values. You're not going to be mean to people. You're going to be kind. You're not going to be a jerk. You're not going to do things that I don't do. Talking drugs and things like that. Not going to do it. What are the rules they have to follow for you to be involved with them? The list is endless. It could be, this is my style. This is what I like to dress. This is my clothing I like to put on. It could be, this is the music I like to listen to. I'm not going to apologize for it. This is what I do. I have things like that, but I also have rules like this. I know what I like to listen to, but if I'm in a room with other people, I'm probably going to put on something everybody can enjoy. That's my value. I have a lot of friends who wouldn't do that. They're going to play what they want to play, period. I have other friends who only play what somebody else wants to hear. You got to know. Can I make you a promise? It's really easy these days to seek outside sources outside of yourself to find who you are on the inside. It's also easy to let the agenda of others infiltrate your thinking and kind of pull you down a path that it wasn't meant to be. But the very instant you sit down and document who you are and who you want to be, nothing else really matters. And the more dedicated you are to documenting you, the more you will get out of it. It's easy. And one last thing, one of the ways that we do it, and I'll do a show on this maybe next week. This is a good time of year to do this kind of show. I've talked about my daily awareness diary. It's 9 questions we answer every single day. You do it every single day for about a month. Same question, you answer it every single day. The answers are going to be different. And by the end of about a month, if not just a couple of weeks, you're going to know a lot about yourself. Because I promise you, you're going to think you're doing one thing, but when you start tracking it, you're going to realize who you really are. And then if I get you to write a who I am document, and you're going to be honest, you're going to write down who I really am, you might not be happy. But that's where change starts, doesn't it? So who I am, have a document. Just write it down, tuck it away, make it password protected so nobody sees it. This is you. It's your operating manual for how you are and the decisions you've decided of who you decided to be. And listen, you can't be a grown-ass adult if you don't know who you are, can you? No, well, evidently you can, but it's no fun, though. See you tomorrow.